Players are getting exposed. They're absolutely getting exposed for what they clearly cannot do. They are being shown. You're seeing it if you're watching this. You're watching what you're finding out what players who are supposedly good cannot do. And I can name a number of them. I can name from the Brianna Stewart's, who's supposed to be a top 5 player. You're seeing clearly what she cannot do. You're seeing her inability to move. You're seeing an inability to shoot. You're seeing an inability to do a lot of things that you thought she really could do at a high level, but because she's in the WNBA and 5-on-5 basketball, those things are masked because she doesn't play in those areas. But now in 3-on-3, in this full court setting that they created, she's forced to play in these areas. And I'm talking about her as just a jump off to this situation. But there are a number of players who are showing an inability to to have any that they don't have a lot of skill. There's just not a lot of skill. Whereas we're seeing players who do have skill, like the Fisa Collie or Kayla McBride, Alicia Gray. Those are three that pop out immediately. Alyssa Thomas has tremendous skill. Ugly shot, but tremendous skill. But Angel Reese does not belong in this league. Angel Reese, this league is a paycheck for Angel Reese. You are getting a good idea of what players do not do in the offseason. And while this is the offseason of the WNBA, the season ended for a lot of these players in September. And this started in January. So while I get maybe September to October, even September to early November, you take a break, you relax, you chill, you get your body right. Of course, if you're injured and all that, that's different. But if you're not, and you're able to work on some skills, why aren't you working on skills? Let's talk about that. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, powered by Coming Out of the Podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Show Mott. We talk facts over feelings. Let's get on into it. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, like the video, leave a comment. And if you've been here before, I greatly appreciate you coming back and checking out what I put out today in this newest podcast. And of course, leave a comment, like the video, all that good stuff. I appreciate y'all. Let's talk about Unrivaled. I mean, I've done a number of videos on Unrivaled, and I know there's this narrative that people want Unrivaled to fail. I actually don't want it to fail. And I know while I'm hypercritical of things, I'm hypercritical of a lot of things, people. I don't know if you watch my videos, but most YouTube videos that are talking about roses and daisies and and sugar and spice and everything nice, nobody cares. People like controversy. People like drama. If all you ever did was talk about how great somebody was, it would be kind of boring now, wouldn't you think? And that's why I'm able to criticize anybody and critique anybody. So I can make a video on Jimmy Butler saying I love Jimmy Butler, at the same time saying, bro, you acted out of pocket. You're unprofessional. You need to act like a grown ass man who's making $50 million a year. Like, I'm able to do that. I criticized Caitlin Clark for her temper tantrums, the whole nine. Some days where she's just really, really loose with the ball, and the game where she played really, really poorly, and people gave me all kinds of slack for it. But she played poorly in that first 3 quarters, and then in that fourth quarter, she lit it up. But I can call it out, and I can speak about all these things. And if Angel Reese plays a great game, I will sit here and say Angel Reese played a great game. And if I see that Brianna Stewart played a great game, I will sit here and say Brianna Stewart played a great game. I have no problem doing any of that. But the reality is most people like, hypercritical videos. They do. That's who we are. I mean, we have a country divided. I mean, 50-50 across the board. It is what it is. But Unrivaled, I'd love to see it be good because I'm sitting here watching it. I have given 3 hours of my time in 4 nights over the past 2 weeks for Unrivaled. Night 1, day 2, and night 3. And then again last night. Again, I am giving my time. So I can talk about anything, and I view things objectively from a perspective of I coach basketball for 7+ years. I coach high level high school boys basketball, AAU basketball. I coach players that are way better than the players in Unrivaled. You can say they're high school boys. I will tell you right now that you take any high school boys team that's in the top 500, they wipe the floor with anybody in the WNBA. It wouldn't even be a game. But the more I'm watching Unrivaled, and again, like I said, people sit here and say, well, how can you be a supporter of something if you constantly want it to fail? I never said I wanted it to fail. I think it's going to fail. I think it's going to fail. And the reason I think it's going to fail is because of a number of things and how they're operating, the way they've operated across the board. they operated like almost in a room, a closed door room, and then didn't release anything until the end. And then a lot of things they've done is just they make no sense. For example, 6 fouls per game, 0 cents per team, per player per game, 0 cents. You got players fouling out in a 21-minute game. That's ridiculous. I mean, that's absolutely preposterous. Hitting fouled in a three and shooting one free throw for 3 points, utterly fucking ridiculous. I can live with the two a little bit, but the three, come on now, that's just ridiculous. And so seeing a technical foul called at the end of a game, ridiculous. And that's not something that the players can control or whatever and all that stuff. But running pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll. My God, post play in a 3-on-3. I mean, Brittany Griner posted up 18 times the other day. Or she posted up more, but she took 18 shots, which means those were all around the rim. She's not shooting jump shots. But Angel Reese specifically has been brutally exposed. And her own fans have stopped watching her in this thing. They have stopped watching. How do you know? 89,000 viewers last Saturday when she was on TV. 89,000. It's the worst rated game they've had. And that was the game of the Rose with whoever. Who cares? It's the worst rated game thus far. And quite frankly, that's her fans not watching her play. And they're not watching her play because they know the bullshit already. They know the shtick. They know the reality. They know that they've been cheering for someone and pulling for someone largely because she's a black woman, and it's largely black women cheering for her. Yeah, there's some black men that dream about getting in her pants and all that stuff, but it's largely black women that are going all above and beyond, starting internet fights with people, haven't put on the game one time, but are sitting here telling me about the game. Listen here, I've had my TVs on for every single game of Unrivaled. I've watched every single game. Yes, some I have gotten sleepy watching. In fact, most have gotten tremendously boring. Yesterday's were awful. Without Nafisa Collier, I might have blown my brains out. But at the end of the day, I'm watching it, which equates to supporting it. You cannot sit here and say someone's not supporting something while they're spending. I've spent over 12 hours watching this shit. And I spent another number of hours doing videos on this thing. This is the reality. I am going to critique what I'm watching. And if you come out and you give me 2 games back to back of 60% shooting from both squads and a 94-93 game, I'm going to go, whoa, that's amazing. Did you see that? But we're not getting that. We're not getting that. And that's the problem. I watched a video from Ben Daniel earlier today where he said that they're not scoring 80 points. It's ridiculous. And I agree completely with that assessment. If you can't, I mean, you look at these scores, 79-73. Remember, there's lots of fake points in this thing from the free throws. 86-48, 79-70, 84-69, 63-43, 74-69, 83-79, 71-66, 82-58. If you're not scoring 80 points, there's a problem. There's a problem. And and beyond that, the problem of these women fouling left and right. It is like this game drags on because all they do is foul. There's no defense being played. If you want to play defense, play defense. Play defense, playing defense, not smacking using your hands. Because they're taking liberties that they wouldn't take in a WNBA game because it's a 40-minute game. And also because they don't take this shit seriously. This is a cash grab for all of them. This is a cash grab. They're making more money, a lot of them, than they make in a WNBA season. So they're taking their money and they're doing what they're doing. But we're also, I've talked about Satu Sabali. She's been completely exposed for what she cannot do. Completely exposed. But Angel Reese, I'm going to give you some clips of yesterday's game. This is an abomination, people. They don't work on their games. They do not work on their games. From September, middle of September to January, most of these players have not touched a basketball. And you can see it. They have not touched a ball. But I'm going to show you a few clips of yesterday. Yesterday, Angel Reese was 2 of 6. 2 of 6. 4.6 rebounds, 3 turnovers. She had 4 fouls in 7 minutes. She played 8 minutes. She had 4 fouls in her first 7 minutes of play. She gets pulled out of the game so fast because 1, she's completely unskilled, and 2, because she's exhausted, because she's not in shape. And you're watching it as she trudges up the court. It's the same crap every single game. They try so hard early on to get her involved. Why they start her, I have absolutely no idea, because her own fans aren't watching this shit anymore. But watching her trudge up and down the floor and be out of gas and not breathing. And you see her, she's trying to dribble, and I'm going to show you a few of those too, where the dribbling is just like, bro, you can't dribble. You can't dribble. So let's jump on this real quick. Here we go. On this play, we have a pick and roll with Angel Reese. Pick and roll. Remember that. This is like, I could keep saying, this is like a game of nonstop pick and roll because no one can get their own shot, generally speaking. Pick and roll from Chelsea Gray. Here we go. Let's take a look at this one. Boom, pick, roll. Oh, she's wide open. How do you miss this? I'm like, how do you miss this? She puts the ball literally, I mean, unguarded. Oh, boom. Okay. This is the same player we saw last year, right? This is the same player. This is no different than what we saw in the WNBA season. And this is worse. And you want to know why this is worse? Because this is 3-on-3. It's open. It's wide open. You're not being guarded on so many of these shots. You're not being double teamed. It's just you miss because you're not very good. Let's show you another one. Now, this one's great because this is Angel Reese trying to show you that she can dribble, and she catches the rebound. You see it's early in the game, 4:44, and you see her attempt to dribble, and you see exactly what happens. Dribble, 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 dribble. What in like, I don't even know what that is. Like, there's no, it's like boom, the ball comes way up. She's not moving with any type of speed. It's 3-on-3. Like, this is, I'll show you. Watch here. Oh, I'm gonna shoot it. Oh no! Oh, double dribble. Double dribble. She really thought she was gonna shoot it. Remember what I said? Her shot takes a half hour to get out of her hand. It takes a half an hour to get that shot out of her hand. It ain't gonna go in, bro. It ain't gonna get up. If someone guards her, it ain't gonna get up. So she was about to go pull up and shoot it, and like, oh shit, Brianna Stewart is literally on me. I can't shoot because I bring the shot from way the hell down here. She'll block my shot, and that's what happens. Now we move ahead. Now someone has to explain to me what in the shit this is, okay? I don't even know what this is. This is, to me, first of all, this is a foul that she could get called for, but she has I'm telling you what's going to be. She has a fast break layup. No one with her. And look what she does. Like, who does this? It's almost like, what the hell are you doing? And if it wasn't for Copper's skill level, this would have been an utter disaster. Just awful. That's a foul. Look, she's by herself. Closest person behind her is Brianna Stewart. And she's looking at Copper. Why isn't she just going in to finish this layup? Look what she does. Oh, she's looking behind her. First of all, you're left-handed, Angel. Why are you going to the right side of the basket? Why are you going to the right side of the basket? Take your ass to the left and make a left-handed layup. No. Copper's like, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Dumping it back to me like this. What are you doing? Are you crazy? And Copper manages to put it in, and Reese is like, oh, doopy, I don't know what they did. She knows she has no skill. Let's jump ahead to this part right here. This is Okay, that's one, that's two, that's three. Let's go ahead here. Let me find this part right here. Now, the funny part about this one is they're interviewing Gabby Thomas, the Olympian, and she's talking about how good Angel Reese is. And I'm sitting here like, oh my God, I cannot believe of all the players on that court. She's talking about Angel Reese. And what does Angel Reese proceed to do? She proceeds to do this right here. Rebound. Again, this slow ass dribbles. She's being guarded here by Aaliyah Edwards. They're running a pick at midcourt for her, for Christ's sakes. A pick at midcourt. Look at the arm. Look at Rakea Jackson on Cock Hopper. Is that not a foul? She's literally grabbing her like this with two arms. This is what I'm talking about. They foul every play. They're fouling on every play. This is not defense. She's grabbing her with two arms in a bear hug like this. Never lets go of her. Here we go. Now she's gonna show her dribbling skills, right? Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. This is why Gabby Thomas is talking so eloquently about her and so nicely about her. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hup, hup, hup. Oh, go to the left. Oh, she beat me there. Oh, shit. I don't know what to do now. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, here goes. I'm going to use my dream shake Hakeem Olajuwon. You know, I just learned all this stuff from Lisa Leslie and what to do around the post. Not really. Here we go. Dribble, dribble. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, she's going all the way around. Left arm is flinging back. That's literally an offensive foul. That's an offensive foul, by the way. She's going with right hand. And then, oh, another one. Another one. Okay. This is the skill level, right? That's a layup. You should make that shot. Sorry. The defender's under the basket. You should make that shot. You should make that shot. Here we go again right here. Angel Reese is right here. As you can see, you got Chelsea Gray at the top, dumping it into Kyle Copper, who's pinning down her defender. Look like Jewel Lloyd, I think. Dumps it in. Reese is standing at the three-point line. God knows why. Because she's so beneficial out there. But Kyle Copper misses. Reese comes and gets the offensive board. But let's give you another example of this amazing skill. She reads the play pretty well. And I will say that Brianna Stewart did a decent job boxing her, but that was a nice collision. Ball comes right back to Reese. Watch right here. I want you to watch right here. Look at that left arm. That is a hook. She's about to hook the hell out of her. That's an offensive foul, folks. That's an offensive foul. I mean, is this a ref right here? I don't know if that's a ref or not. If that's just some random. That's a ref. This is one of the referees. This referee did not see this clear ass hook. And now she comes up. Again, Brianna Stewart's under the basket, people. She's under the basket. What in the holy hell is this? Like, boom. She just spiked it into the corner of the rim. It's just the same old, same old. So what we've seen from Angel Reese now for quite some time. And let's move it ahead here. Now, this next play is one where she actually made the basket. So I'm going to put that in ahead of time. Air ball off the three. Air ball off the three. She's right here on the bottom of the play. And she's just going to go sprinting out. And they're going to find her, and she's going to make the layup. But I'm going to show you this layup because this is just travel, people. Saved in right there. You should just let that ball go out. That's just bad IQ. There's nobody there. Okay, watch her catch the ball. She's going to take like 4 steps. Never dribbles, catches it, takes at least 3. This is traveling. 1, 2, 3. She made that shot. Congratulations, but she traveled before she even took the shot. So, but they gave her the bucket, and then we're going to move into. This is the final one I'm going to show on this because this is in the Elam ending specifically, and I'm asking myself, why the hell is she even in the game right here? Lexi Hall had 19 points. And yet you've got Angel Reese on the floor. It doesn't make sense to me. There's Lexi Hall sitting on the bench right there in front of you. She's sitting on the bench in front of you, and let me show you. She's sitting right here, right on the far side of the floor. And yeah, she's gonna so this is the final play I'm going to show you from this game, because this is all the plays that she was basically in the entire game. Like, this is what she did the entire game. This is 3-on-3 basketball, people. And what you're sitting here seeing is a rebound come off. Copper gets it. And Angel Reese looks to post up immediately, looks to pin down Brianna Stewart. First of all, why is she even in this game? Why is she in the game? It doesn't make a lot of sense. Lexi Hall's sitting on the bench, and as she has 19 points, and this is what happens. Ball comes back out. Reese is posting up. She'd be better off setting a screen for Copper to go to the basket. But no, she wants the ball. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. Here comes the shimmy shake again. The dream shake. Boo, boo, boo. Remember, she's left-handed. She's left-handed. Instead of faking to the left, faking this way, and coming back to your right to go up with your left, she shakes to the right to go up with her right. This girl doesn't know basketball. It's embarrassing. Oh, wrong. Sweet Jesus. The shot comes from her fucking hip, number one, typical, because it doesn't come up from up here. That's an easy hook shot for any decent player who plays in the post, who should have had some level of work. But no, not for her. That is the typical Angel Reese. They won the game, and like a minute later, she was pulled out because the coach recognized that, look, I can't keep this. I mean, you want to call Alyssa Smith a sack of potatoes? She's a sack of potatoes offensively. And in this game, across the board, she's a complete sack of potatoes because she has no ability whatsoever to do anything that helps the team win in Unrivaled. Nothing. She had 6 rebounds yesterday. 6 rebounds. How many missed shots were there yesterday? How many missed shots in her game? There were a combined 29 plus 33. So what is that? 62? 62 combined missed shots. She had 6 rebounds. Her team had 31. She was the 3rd leading rebounder on the team. Her team missed 33 shots. She had 1 offensive board. She's exposed in this. She can't play in this. I mean, she can barely play in the WNBA, but people like her. They become fans of hers. She rebounds the ball well in WNBA. She's able to rebound the ball hard in the well in the WNBA because she's ignored offensively. She doesn't. She's irrelevant on offense. But in this, you have to be able to put the ball in the basket. That was the same. These are the things I was thinking about Lexi Hall. You know, when I said, look, you have to be part of the offense. You can't have 2 dead weight offensive players. And after 2 games, Hull and Reese were 2 dead weight offensive players. And Hull decided to be active yesterday, and she made a big difference for that team, and they won the game. But Angel Reese is just showing you who she's not. She has no skill, and her fans are not watching. They know. And I hope you know. So, yeah, there are players that have been exposed, and she is definitely one of them. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This is Rudy's Rant. We talk facts over feelings. And of course, someone's saying, you're a hater. No, I'm a realist. And if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. Leave your comments. Love to hear what you guys say. Like, follow, subscribe, hit that bell. Come on now.